Alright, welcome to the SL Industries YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. You're in my basement. It's great. If this is a recurring, if you are, well actually right now I don't think we have any subscribers, but if you're returning, welcome back and thank you for coming back. It means a lot. Alright, so today, if you couldn't tell, we are talking about plate carrier setups. Understand, I am broke. I have one. I've had two, but I have one right now. But I know a lot, and I've talked a lot about, and I've read a lot. I've watched a lot of film, YouTube. And I guess I'm just part of the echo chamber when it comes to plate carrier. Couple notes. We're getting in the fall. It's like November now. When I'm filming it, I think it's November 9th. Alright? I am in full OCP. Not full, I guess. Pants I usually don't. But it is better for this time of year for Appalachia because of the weather changes. Sorry about that. Because of the weather changes and the leaves. I don't know if I have any. Oh. My plate carrier setup is M81 Woodland Camo. Not the greatest right now because there's too much green for me and my liking. This is also M81 variant. It's like a knockoff. So, more tans and browns for the winter and fall time because there's less green. It makes sense. Alright, let's get into the video. If you hear the furnace, I'm sorry about it. Nothing I can do. It's got to do what it's got to do. Alright, so obviously let's get into the purpose of a plate carrier. Alright, a plate carrier is designed to stop bullets and shrapnel coming in. That is its only basic function, okay? That is all I use them for. They don't really carry too much gear for me. For gear carrying, I use chest rig, alright, or backpack that I layer on top. So this is almost like a low vis kind of setup. Now, I'll only use it when I am driving, expecting contact, or in an FOB, an OP, observation post, listening post, or something like that, where I can be protected and I'm not having to move a large amount of space. So there's a lot of controversy in plate carriers. But you keep it simple, it's not too bad. So, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I am broke. So, what do I have? This is an Armored Republic Testudo Gen 3 carrier. This is a triple mag pouch. Now it can carry either, and these are blanks by the way, AR-15 mags. Alright, I told you they're blanks. You can see they're blanks. They're crimped. Alright, or what I run is, if you watched the last video in part 3, my Mossberg 715T magazines are similar to the size of an AK mag, dimension wise. That's why I run them. Now this is M81, that is an SOP that my team has, that we use. It is fantastic when paired, honestly, with whether it's other, I don't know if you can see this pouch, M81 or OCP. Those are kind of our two main colors, plus some Ranger greens or whatever. I can put it on, show you how it works. So, you know, you have your two parts. Oh, and back here I have a big American flag, and I have an upside down one, but it's upside down, so right now it looks like a normal flag. So I put it on. These are not quick detach. If you have to do it, they're just snip them. They came with shoulder pads. I don't use them because I like the low profile. Now, these are quick detach and attach. So they just clip in on the sides, right? So I get in. Come on. Alright, now it's on. This is heavy. Alright? I forget how many pounds it is, but I have 2 steel plates front and back. Level 3. It's the bare minimum is level 3. That's what I have. More than anything, they're for shrapnel. They say they'll stop 762. Well, maybe they say they'll stop 762 ball. And I want to say they can stop at like a singular 556 green tip. Don't know how true that is, but that's what they say. It was $100 for the pair of the Predator armor. Like I said, I'm cheap and I'm doing with what I have, right? There are side armor pouches, so in here I can put side armor for shrapnel protection. I just have this front placard, right? That's all I have on here. If I need more minimalist, I can take this off and it's just a carrier. But I usually run the placard. And that's the great thing about plate carriers. You can put placards on. Like I can take the placard from my chest rig, put it on here and have all the gear here. That's awesome. Alright, there's a lot of Velcro on this carrier. A lot of them do. For me, plate carriers are an overt tool. If I have a plate carrier on, I am not covert. I am not hiding necessarily, other than when I'm looking at an observation post, more concealed, and have cover. But this is a covert option. So if I'm in a vehicle driving or being transported in a vehicle and I have this on, there's no denying what I have. Unless I put another coat on top. If it's not my top layer, I could probably hide this under a flannel or a sweatshirt this time of year, and not too many questions would be asked. All right. So this one I have. It has two pouches. Excuse the Velcro sound. In the big one here, there's a big kangaroo pouch. I just keep a spare pair of handcuffs. They're like a nylon, one-time use. Zip them on. That's all that's in this pouch. You can keep it for whatever you want, an admin pouch, whatever. And then there's a pouch up here. And in this one, I keep different things. I keep what I have left of I guess just one, spare batteries for my red dot. And I believe I have some challenge coins up here that I just keep up here. Yeah. So this one is pretty cool, you know, like a Native American, and I'm the maker of my own fortune, or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. And the other one, my favorite, which actually I'll probably take them out of here. Now I have a place to put them. That's the only reason they're in here. Well, I'll get it out eventually, but it says Memento Mori, which means pretty much remember to die. Take it as you will. I take it as a reminder. I'm not going to live forever, but leave my mark. Alright? Make a good impression on those that I interacted with. Right? That's what Memento Mori means for me. Now, quick detach. Boom. I have carabiners, so they're quick to pull, and it's gone. Alright? Oh yeah, now you can see it's an upside down flag patch. There's mesh on the inside. It's really comfortable, but it's super warm. Alright. Some other plate carrier options. I would avoid Temu or Amazon. That's what I ran at first when I was first trying it out. There's no armor in here. It did hold the armor. The only problem was the quick attach and detach kind of broke. It still fits by friction, but it's not something I'm going to want to be working with to rely on. I did kind of like the elastic. It gave me places to put stuff. I still have pouches on here that I haven't used since. Grenade pouch, and I've got the triple stack placard, or the triple double mag pouch placard. UCP that's been painted. It's got the placard. It had an admin pouch up here. It's got a pencil in it still. All in all, it was an okay carrier. It was my first one, trying it out, getting used to gear, setting up. It did its job, but in the end I needed something more durable. So I went with the AR 500. Well, that's their website name. Uh, Armored Republic is what they go by on social media, on their website. There's all kinds of other options though. Agilite is an Israeli company. They make high quality plate carriers and other gear, pouches, all sorts of stuff. Why can't I think of it? Cry Precision, very good gear. The JPC 2.0 is a very common one. It's a more low profile. Faro Concept has good ones. Spiritus Systems has good plate carriers. At the end of the day, if you're just trying to get used to it and wear it, I'd say start with a Yakita, just knock off, cheap branding one. If you're broke like me and just want to get used to plate carrier and then level up, or if you want to just get one right off the bat, go with a better brand one. Like a Cry or an Armored Republic or any of the aforementioned Faro, Spiritus. It should be mentioned that there are some key differences. Some of them allow you to use, like Core Performance makes a bunch of water containers. Some fit behind here. Mine doesn't have that capability unless I made some adjustments. So just watch out for that. The cummerbund is huge. The cummerbund is what goes around your sides, and it goes into the back down here. Okay, there's a pouch in here. It goes in there. Mine is not elastic. It is in the back a little bit, but the sides are not elastic. They are solid. They have molly webbing, and they're made for. Well, here I can show you the. That is where a side plate would go. More for shrapnel protection. Now, this is great for what I use it for, but for some people it's not going to work great. Why is that? Oh, maybe you need a jumpable one, because you're jumping out of planes for whatever reason. Then you got to get higher end that are made for jumping. Some people are doing maritime or aquatic stuff. You're not going to want steel plates. They'll pull you to the bottom. They're going to drown you. They have ceramic plates. Are fantastic. There's the furnace kicking on there. We're just about to the end. It's okay. Now I lost my train of thought. That's what I was saying. Okay, so there are maritime ones that they float on water a little bit. So in water it will even take weight off a little bit. But there's ceramic plates now. The technology is getting so good that you can have multi-hit capabilities in a ceramic plate in level 4 plates. So that is fantastic. I don't have the funds to do it, but when I do, rest assured, I will be getting ceramic plates, because these things suck to walk in. By the end of like even a half mile, you're just crying to get out of them. They suck, especially with all your other gear. Alright, but that's basically all I had. Do your research. Listen to me or don't. I'm just a random guy on the internet that doesn't even show his face, right? So I guess that's it for this ramble session. If you made it through this far, I'm trying to think of a little tidbit of information. Don't be afraid to customize your gear. That's a big thing. Whether it's painting gear, like I have all kinds of painted, they're black and I don't want them to be black, so spray them with greens and tans and the spray paints. Sew on certain things if you need. Just like put stuff where it doesn't belong because you need it there. Zip ties are phenomenal. I use them on my chest rig all over the place for gear retention. So that's your bonus tip. Customize your gear. Alright, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time, and I do believe the next part of this, however many parts it'll be, Combat Gear in the Appalachian series is going to be about the chest rig. Yeah, so the next part, we're going to be talking all about this sucker right here. This is the heart of my whole combat load. Alright? So, thanks for watching. Remember to stay fit and stay safe, gents.